Hey, Steve here with Pavati Marine. I'm going to show you guys how I like to cure eggs up for salmon. Pretty easy process. A lot of people kind of get intimidated at first by this, but it's really simple. If you follow the instructions on the back of the store-bought cures, those are the easiest to work with. I like to use fire cure, so today we're gonna use some Polsky's fire cure. This is considered a hot cure, so it's got sulfites in it. Salmon seem to key in on that, especially here on the Rogue River. We're located about 150 miles upriver from the ocean, so it seems to be an effective cure around here. So we use that a lot. So the things that you're going to need, you're going to want first, obviously, some good blood-free eggs. So we've got some good tight skeins here. Got about a gallon-sized bag full. Rubber gloves, those are going to help keep your hands clean, keep your human scent off of these eggs. Some gallon-size freezer bags. Cure of your choice, like I said, we're using fire cure today. You could use any type you like. This is another good one, the Last Supper. Basically the same type of instructions, so if you prefer this over the fire cure, you can substitute that, no problem. Same thing. Also, you're going to want a butter knife. A buddy of mine showed me this trick, and it works really good when you're butterflying your skeins open. It doesn't pop the eggs, and you don't have to worry about it cutting through the skein into your hand. So when you're doing a lot of eggs like this, I think the butter knife is a good little trick. So first, what you want to do is you want to start with your skein. There's two sides here to it. You can see that this has got like a smooth skin membrane. And then here you've got just the eggs that are exposed, and on the other side it's the same. It's got the skein, the membrane there. So what you want to do is I like to hold it like this. So I've got the skein in my hands like this, and I'm going to take my butterfly knife, or my butter knife, sorry, and just start to work these down. And you can see it doesn't really pop the eggs. It doesn't pop them as bad as a knife or scissors, but like I said, it's a little safer. So I like to butterfly those all the way through until you get a nice thin sheet there. And then what you want to do, before you set them down on your newspaper, it's a good idea to do a little light sprinkle of the cure. And this helps prevent the eggs from sticking to the newspaper when you go to pull them off, and it helps kind of cure it up for you. So start with a light little dusting of that, and then we're just going to set those up, the skein side down. And we've got a few more we're going to do here, so I'll just kind of run through it real quick. Okay, so once you get a few of them butterflied out like this, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, because they will start to kind of dry out on you in this temperature. So what you want to do is take your cure and lightly dust the eggs. And you'll notice that as you do this, the eggs will kind of form into layers, into like little clusters. And in between that, you want to get some cure in there. So you just kind of move them over. It doesn't take a whole bunch of cure. You don't want to overdo it. It'll start to burn your eggs. And as you're sprinkling it, using your hand, just kind of rub that cure down into those cracks. You see how they kind of fold over? And this just helps break the cure in. So once you get this dusted and rub it all in, you just want to flip it over and do the same thing to the back, just a light dusting there, and rub it in. So that's what you're going to have. You're going to have some nice red colored eggs. Now they're really dark red at first, and these will these will kind of just blend into a real nice consistent red throughout. So let's just set those off to the side, grab a gallon bag, and these will go inside of our bag for now for the curing process. So these are going to go in the bag for a day or two, and while they're curing we'll start to turn them. They'll start to look like this after about an hour or two. The bag will start to actually fill up with a bunch of liquid, and that's good. That's what you want to see. You want to see that cure starting to dissolve, and what you want to do for the next couple hours is every hour or so just go and turn and shake these eggs up, and that just helps that cure dissolve down into the egg. So you're going to let them out for about 2 hours. I like to let them sit and turn them for a couple hours, and then you're going to stick them in the refrigerator for about 2 to 3 days, and just constantly, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times a day going into the fridge, pulling them out, and just kind of working them back and forth like this. And on the 3rd day, most of this juice will have absorbed inside of your eggs, and you can drain a little bit off if you like. If you want your eggs to be a little firmer, you can drain some of that juice off, you know, at the 2nd day. I like to keep them nice and wet, so I just leave all the juices in the bag, just turn it 3 days. On the 3rd day, you can pull the eggs out and set them out on a drying rack for about 5 hours. I think works about perfect. So tax them up real nice, and they'll be loaded full of scent. So that's basically it. That's all you got to do. Thanks for watching. I'm Steve with Pavati Marine, and that's how I like to cure my eggs for salmon. Good luck.